So today we're going to run through the features of the new Suzuki digital gauge. So when you turn your ignition on, you're presented with this front page, which we call our all page, which shows you pretty much everything you need to know about your engine, all on one page. So it gives you RPM at the top, which can be configured between a digital display or an analog display as shown. Also shows you your current speed, and you can change the units of measurement, whether it be knots, kilometres or miles per hour. Shows you the current fuel level in an analog readout of what's in your tank from your fuel sender. Shows you the current trim on the engine. Shows you the shift indicator lights, so forward, neutral, reverse. Shows you the current time, and also in this blank space here will also show any warning light information that pops up whilst underway that's occurring with your engine. So from here, there's a couple of different things we can do. We can go through 3 other pages that are set up as defaults on the Suzuki digital gauge. By pressing the set button, you can toggle through those pages. So this next page here is the RPM page. So this will show again at the top a readout in either digital or analog of your revolutions per minute of your Suzuki 4-stroke engine. We'll also have a sub-information page at the bottom. So that sub-information you can toggle through using the arrows. So by using the down arrow, we can go through fuel used, and this can be reset at any point in time when you fill up your fuel tank. So this will count up from 0. So as you go out on your trip for the day, it'll consistently keep counting up, so you've got an accurate measure of how much fuel you've used for your trip. Now that can easily be reset at any point in time when you fill your fuel tank up to full again by pressing and holding the down arrow. Once you press it for about 2 or 3 seconds, you'll hear a little beep. That'll reset your trip information back to 0. Toggling through, you get an instantaneous latitude and longitude. You get your engine hours, your trip hours, which will be reset at the same point of resetting your fuel. You've got your trip odometer, you've got your engine voltage, you've got your water temp. Now that's an engine water temp, not a water temp from a transducer. You've got your instantaneous fuel flow in litres per hour, instantaneous economy in nautical miles per litre, average economy for the trip. Again, that information will be reset back to 0 when you reset your fuel, and back again to the fuel used. This page also still leaves on the screen your shift indicator and also your trim. Pressing set will take you through to your 3rd page, which is the speed page. So this will give you your ground speed again in either analog or digital format. It'll keep all of your sub information down at the bottom that you can toggle through, and this page gives you an analog fuel readout on the right hand side. Pressing set again will take you through to your fuel management page, which gives a larger display readout of your analog fluid level that's in the boat, which will toggle up and down depending on how much fuel is in the boat. Again, it keeps the sub-information down in the bottom, which can again be toggled through. Pressing set takes you back to your home page. So they're the 4 pages: all, RPM, speed, and fuel. Pressing the menu button gives us a few options. You can go into illumination and you can adjust the brightness of the gauge just by pressing set and then using your arrow buttons to turn up or down your brightness. Pressing set saves that setting and allows you to move down. You can choose day or night mode. Again, pressing set puts it into night mode. You've then got a separate brightness configuration for night mode. Pressing menu will take you back out, and you can see that we've inverted our colours to red all the way through all of our different pages. Going into menu, back into illumination, back down, that's your configure between day and night. Pressing menu to go back out, you've then got your diagnosis page. This will display any warning light information that's displayed or output by the engine's computer, and it'll save those in here and then until they're cleared by your Suzuki service dealer. Pressing menu, take you back out, you've then got your display settings. Display settings basically let you choose whether you want analog or digital readouts of all that information that I just went through. So there are your 4 different pages. So the tacho page we're going to set to analog. The speed and fuel page we'll set on digital. The fuel page we'll leave on. You can also turn it off if you wish to. And your all page we'll set to digital. So now going back out, Takes you to our home page. You can see that now both our RPM and speed are both in digital format rather than analog. We've now got our RPM in an analog format, speed in digital, and our fuel page is still on. Going back into that menu setting, you've then got a fourth setting, which is initial settings. These will be set by your Suzuki service dealer when the gauge is installed. You can revise the initial settings, but would advise only doing so at the advice of your Suzuki service dealer. So that's the new Suzuki digital gauge, brand new release from Suzuki for 2015-2016.